start my VOD recording. I'm going to try to remember to do that from now on. Because someone mentioned that they missed one of the Outer Wilds streams and the VOD had already been deleted off of Twitch, and I felt really bad because they missed one of the things. So I'm gonna try to have a place where we have, I can just say like, go over here for VODs. I'm gonna make sure that is up. Okay. So yeah, we'll be continuing with Providence Gundam today. Let me start some music. And we were working on the waste unit. We got this done. Okay. So let's see. We need 2 J11s. So I'm gonna start saving up for like a proper camcorder to stick up here. Because right now I'm just using my phone. I don't think it'll make a huge difference to you guys because the video is gonna get compressed anyway. But I think it'll help in some ways. Primarily that I'm not gonna have to use my phone. Secondarily that I can actually like zoom in on like detailing work. I think that would be nice. And if I ever get the bandwidth to support higher resolution video, I would have the equipment to do that. So I don't necessarily mean like streaming in 4K. I mean like streaming in 1020 or 720 or 1080, but without such a grainy input. The video on this phone is a little bit grainy because it is a phone. So I would like to get like a proper camera. I have one picked out. Just I have other obligations to take care of first. And then I can start putting money away for it. Oh, come on. Excuse me. Ah, jeez. Okay, then this goes right here. Okay. And we need I-17. That's this one. Let me, one sec. Change my tracking calibration. There we go. Okay, so it wants the short one on this side. Please cooperate, thank you. Okay, and then I-12. There we go. Okay. Hi Troy, hi Ball, welcome in. How are you guys doing? That's good. The rain finally stopped here. Means I need to start watering my plants again. It was nice to not have to worry about them while it lasted. Let's see, need a couple of J12s. Go. Yeah, we got something like 3 or so inches total over the past week or so. Which is quite a bit for us. It was enough to keep the plants watered for a little while. Okay, this goes here. Yeah, I've got a bunch of doctor appointments lined up over the next like couple of weeks. I have a lot of them are just checkups, so it's like I'm not too worried about them. Because I've got like a dentist appointment tomorrow just to, make sure there's nothing wrong. Got my got a hormone therapy checkup on Sunday. Then actually don't remember when one of my appointments is. I've got it in my calendar. Just a bunch of things. Very exciting. I don't usually have so many places to go, like all at once. But it'll probably slow down after the slew of appointments. Hopefully. My parents were also talking about moving again. We're not sure if it's going to happen anytime soon. But going from having not moved at all in like 30 years to moving several times in the span of like 3 or 4 years, it's exciting. I kind of prefer to just stay in one place personally. I don't like upending everything to learn a new environment. It won't be so bad if it winds up being in the same town, which it might be, but... I don't like everything changing. Hi, Laurel. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? How's the build coming? It's doing pretty good. We've got the torso and arms done, just working on the waist right now. Haven't had any serious problems with it or anything. I saw on USA Gundam store they had a model of a ornithopter from Doom, which I'm a little tempted to try and grab, except it's like $90. And that's a little bit much for a series I've only ever enjoyed in video game formats. I've never read the books, I've never watched the movies. I played Dune, geez, I think it was like Dune 2. It was like the old PC game that like Command and Conquer wound up getting based on. And then I played Dune 2000. There's a newer one out. I haven't really looked too closely at it. Yeah, the ones that I played were RTSs. Dune 2000, I think, is the most popular one. In fact, I think you can get like a fixed version that you can play online to this very day. Let's see, A25. I played Dune 2000 the most, I think. I kind of remember the older one, but Dune 2000 is the one that I spent the most time on. But I remember being like very fascinated with the ornithopters as a kid. That's why that plastic model kit kind of stood out to me. I thought it was like a really cool design. So it was one of those like, oh cool, like I like the design, but I don't think I like it enough to justify buying a $90 kit when I'm not like actually a huge fan of the series. I actually tried reading the first book as like a high schooler and it just didn't really grab me. I did have a friend that was really into it though. He had read the entire series. Let's see. We need J9. F131. No, F134, okay. I looked at the runner and I'm like, I've already cut off F131. What's going on? And B15. Oh, if I'm lucky, I might get to go talk to a jeweler this week. I inherited a family heirloom ring that needs repairs. So I want to go get that repaired. I think I have enough money for it. I just need to go bug the jeweler again and get an updated quote because it's been a few months since I talked to them. Probably see if I can do that this Friday or Saturday. Okay. So this goes like this. Then this clips on top. And then this goes in here. I can get it to actually slot in. Here we go. Okay, need to do the other one. And let's see, that's J9. It's gonna be on the other J. You know, these started off well organized. I'm winding up just pulling them out of piles anyway. Okay, so J9, F135. That's this one. And then B16. Here we go. You know, eventually I need to do a full playthrough of Chrono Trigger. I have played Chrono Trigger, and I got pretty far in. But I've never beaten it. I need to fix that sometime. I don't know if I'm gonna do another JRPG after we finish 7. Because by the time we finish 7, that's like 3 JRPGs back to back. And I would like to do something else. It's just a little bit unfortunate that one of the bugs I would like to pursue in 7 requires a little bit of grinding. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Because I believe all it requires is doing a particular item duplication glitch a few times. And then... let's see, I need to look at the specifics for it, but... basically, it lets you one-shot pretty much anything in the game. It's a pretty famous glitch at this point. Like I first heard about it quite a while ago, but... yeah, it is possible to bug the game out in such a way that you can just one-shot everything. It's funny. Actually, I wouldn't mind finding some other game and like that's like fairly popular but also has really fun glitches. I like that sort of thing. So just find another game that like a lot of people know about and then just like break it. Doesn't need to be like an RPG or anything. It can be any kind of game. One that comes to mind to me right away is the original Metroid. It's got some really fun glitches. Can't actually think of any others off the top of my head. I'll have to see if there's some kind of like glitch hunting forum and just like find a game with lots of glitches. F112, okay. F212. There's actually a really fun glitch in Galaga, the old arcade game. Basically, I think you can do it on the very first level. If you destroy all but one enemy, and then just let that enemy just sort of fly around and try and shoot you for a while. Eventually it glitches out and it stops shooting. And then this carries over to every other enemy in the entire game. So long as you don't die to one of the ships trying to crash into you, the ships will just never shoot. This was present on, I believe, the original arcade release, and several of the home console ports that were based on it. So long as it was basically emulating the original hardware, it would do that bug. And I had an arcade game collection on GameCube, which I did that on because it was funny. I don't remember how I learned about it. I must have learned about it online somewhere. Similarly, there's some fun things in Pac-Man. There are some parts of the maze where if you like tuck yourself into one of the corners and like face a particular direction, like none of the ghosts will ever catch you. Because each ghost has their own personality, basically. So they're programmed to mess with the player in different ways. Oh dear. Hello, V-Snack. Hello, Nikki. Thank you so much for the raid. And hello, Ham and Tic Tac. And RoboKitty and Sweets. And Bear and Archon. Hello, everyone. Let me get you a shout out. It's coming along pretty well. We're just getting the waste unit built. How was Scrabble.io? I like that game. It's fun. I need to find an excuse to play it at some point. Like, get some people together. Was good? That's good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, I need to do this first. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's in the wrong direction. Let's go this way. But yeah, for those who might not have been here before, my name is Maia. We do comfy casual streams with video games, art, and model builds. We also run a webcomic over on Webtoons. If you have any like post-stream stuff to take care of, no worries. We are here to be comfortable. And we don't like pressuring people into things. F133. I'm glad you think it's good, Nikki. I've been working really hard on like trying to improve it, and I mean, there are some episodes I'm not super proud of, but that's part of the process. You get some things you're not proud of, and you make later things better. Yeah, tonight we're just working on our master grade Providence Gundam. We are a good chunk of the way through, but still have legs and weapons and back units and stuff to build, so there's still a fair bit to go. But we are making good progress. Thank you for the lurk. Have fun. Thank you again for bringing everyone here as well. Okay, let's see. This goes in here. And then gets plugged into the back. Right here. Okay, let's see. We need F116. F112. Okay, we actually need both of these F112s. Then we need F216. And then both of these F212s. Actually go the other way. And then D22. We'll need both D22s. It's here. Okay. I think this is the last step for the waist. I'll know for sure once we get this stuff cleared off and we can turn the booklet over. Oh yeah, that's another game I need to replay. I have beaten Mario RPG. Actually, I think if I were to play a Mario RPG, I think I would rather it be when I haven't played. I haven't played Thousand Year Door. And there is that remaster. Yeah, Mario RPG has some really good music. This one, Booster's Tower, is really good. Most of the boss themes I really like. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, please don't lose that. These go in here. This goes up here. And then I guess it doesn't matter which direction these go in. Okay. This goes up here. Was thinking about soundtracks to get to stick in this playlist. Xenosaga has some really good music. I would have to check if that gets VOD muted. Because some RPG music gets VOD muted for some reason. That's why there's no Final Fantasy on this playlist. But I was just like listening to music through YouTube, and YouTube was just sort of like, I noticed you like Ghost in the Shell music, would you like to listen to Xenogears music? And I'm like, that seems odd. Only to notice that they have the same composer. Never knew that. just straight up literally never noticed that. Yeah, because what happened was I was just sort of listening to music, and I go, oh, this sounds remarkably like that one artist. But it's one I've never heard before. And so I glanced up and it was Xenosaga. And it's like, oh, okay. And then I noticed it sounded sounded like that artist because it was that artist. I don't remember the name. I'm bad with names, so I don't actually remember the name of the composer, but you all know who I'm talking about. Around the same time period, you suppose? Could have been. I am not totally like I don't have a firm grasp on when like Ghost in the Shell was at its peak, but it could have been around that time. I've watched the movie, like the first one. I need to watch Standalone Complex because I've heard it's really good. Oh wait, I want to piano line this before I go sticking this on the... But, yeah, I want to watch Standalone Complex at some point. But the original movie, the OST, the soundtrack is amazing. It's just really good music. Started picking up DVDs again because you have a PS2 now and got the entirety of the first Standalone Complex series. Oh, nice. I need to start, like, collecting again. I used to collect DVDs and games and stuff. I need to get a shelf, though. All of my retro games are just, like, in a box in my closet. I need to get, like, a shelf to just actually display them in. My, limited... physical release of Celeste is getting very sad. Just sitting in my closet. Need to get a shelf to display that on. Only real collection you have is origami books. Those are still cool though. You know what, now that I've mentioned it, hang on. I want to show this off. One sec, let me find it. I found it. Has a really cool cover too. Let's I was super excited to find out about this. I just happened to notice it while they were still getting pre-orders for it. And they even delayed the release of the physical copy so that they could include the farewell DLC on it. But it's never been opened. It's still sealed. Because why would I open that? I've got the game on PC, but I liked it enough that I went ahead and bought a sealed physical copy that I would never ever open. I don't do that with every game. I've also got one for Axiom Verge. No clue where that... It's gotta be in that box somewhere. But I think it's actually a bundle cart with Axiom Verge 1 and 2. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't afford like the fancy edition, because it came with like action figures of the main characters, and I really wanted them. But it was an extra like $40 or something to get it, so I wound up not being able to afford it. You know? That's one thing I'm kind of hoping for is an Axiom Verge 3. 2 left off with so many questions. And I would like to see where the story goes from there. Let's see. Other items in my retro collection is a complete in-box copy of Final Fantasy VI, or as it's titled, Final Fantasy III, but you know what I mean. I would like to get a Chrono Trigger sometime. Got some others in there. I own all of the original .hack games, but I'm missing the case for one of them. And the case alone, last time I went shopping for it, was like $60 or something ludicrous. The game complete in box is like $200. I'd have to dig through my box actually. I know I've got several like collectible games in there. I didn't get them necessarily to like, you know, invest or anything. I was just like, I want to get all the games I used to play as a kid. And it turns out some of those are kind of hard to find. Trying to remember. Lost a lot of rare games growing up as well. Yeah, I'm actually really disappointed in myself because I didn't lose them, I sold them. And then later decided that was a mistake and tried to track them down again, and turns out some of them are really hard to find now. Ah, jeez. Fire Kenro, welcome in. Yeah, they weren't rare at the time. The dot hack games, like, they were actually really cheap for a while. In fact, I remember I had played through the first three. I actually didn't even know the fourth one was out yet. And my dad took me to a electronics store just to go. Like, he had something he wanted to pick up, and I just sort of tagged along. And then I saw in their video game section that they had the fourth game, and it was, I don't know, like $30–40. That's the one that's like almost $300 if you try and get it now. Let's see. I have the first 3 dot hack games complete. The only thing I'm missing is the case for the fourth game, which I am mostly satisfied with. I'm still kind of angry at myself for getting rid of it. And every once in a while I go looking for it again. I haven't gone looking for that in a long time. Let's see. Let's see. Don't. 19. Let's see. Yes, dot hack quarantine. Complete in box is almost $300. Part of me wonders. Yeah, it's actually kind of weird. The first game you can get for like $20. The first game is pretty easy to get. It's the later games that are a pain. Okay. And here we go. There's the waste units. Oh, you are kind of bulky, aren't you? And it's your copies of Suikoden 2 and Digimon World 3. I don't think I ever played 3. I played 1 and 2. Actually kind of miss Digimon World 1. Like, it was basically just a virtual pet, but like crazy. And then 2, yeah, that's when I just started making it into a straight up RPG. Okay, I need to, yeah, hang on. I need to see if yeah, that's how 2 was as well. That's what I remembered. You had a team of 3 and it was a turn-based RPG. Okay, legs. Let's see. So we need the FNJs. I've never played Suikoden either. Sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on what it is exactly. Okay, so we need 2 G49s. Hi, Rebu. Yeah, yeah. It's got 108 playable characters, jeez. Oh, recruitable, okay. I was like, that's a lot of actually playable characters. 49, there it is. Okay. We need F18 and F17 from each one. That's 18. and 17. Go 18. And 17. Okay. I don't know if anybody here knows of this game or not, but I did wind up getting my hands on a complete in-box version of Starflight on the Sega Genesis. Complete in box is very important for that one because it comes with a paper map, and the instruction manual comes with a short story to set the scene for the game. But it's a really good space exploration, puzzle solving, crew management game. Yeah, it's a really cool game. Never beaten it, but I played it a lot. Let's see, trying to remember some of the others I got. Did I take Lebanon? Yes, okay. It actually says in the instructions, yes, take that little nub off. I guess they expected that to confuse someone. Ever hear of Ranger X? That sounds familiar, but I can't place it, no. Ranger X has an amazing soundtrack. I'll have to look into that. Platforming run and gun Sega game where you are a robot. Okay, I'll have to look at that because there's a lot of games like that that I missed out on. Legally distinct Mega Man. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, like the Sega Genesis sound chip is kind of crunchy, is the way I put it. That doesn't mean it's bad. There are some really good soundtracks on that thing. But the sound chip is kind of crunchy. Okay, there's one of those. I don't know, ham. Some of my favorite chips are the super soggy ones you get in nacho plates. I love me some soggy, cheesy nachos. Used to like microwaving the chips because it made them soggier. Ranger X looks weirdly similar to an old game you have vague memories of. Okay, well, now that... Then eat the nachos with a fork? Exactly! Sitting down and eating soggy nachos with a fork is like... It's great. Let's see, Ranger X. Oh, holy cow. I think I might have actually played this game before. I'm going to need to find, like, yeah, I'm gonna need to find some, like, actual gameplay video because the screenshots for Ranger X look very familiar, and I think I might have actually played it before. It was a friend's Genesis. Remember something similar, but there was like a beam of light that you got power in. If it is the game I'm thinking of, I never really got a chance to play it. It was like a game that either my brother rented or a friend of his brought over. So we only had it for like a weekend. But yeah, those screenshots look very familiar, and I might have actually played that before. That is a memory unlocked. There's a handful of games I used to be like, oh man, I've only seen that game like once and I'm dying to know what it is. And that used to be one of them. So if that turns out to be it, thank you. Yeah, just drink the soup. I drink soup all the time. Oh man, especially if it's a nice tomato soup. Man, that sounds good. I like to pair my tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need to get some sliced cheese this weekend and a box of tomato soup. Where did that start? Because it feels like it's the natural combo. I have no idea. Like, it was just something I decided sounded good, and it was good, so I kept doing it. I didn't know other people did that. Need to make tomato soup, get the canned one. When making tomato soup, don't use water, use milk. I just get like boxed tomato soup. There's a boxed brand that's really nice. And you don't like add water or anything, you just pour it out and heat it up. Let me see if I can find that product. See if it's something Ham can find. Yeah, let me see if I can find what I'm talking about. Because I prefer it over the canned, it's really nice. Maybe I need to actually find it. Oh, my Walmart doesn't actually sell it. Only the local grocery store sells it. Hang on. Might be this Pacific brand. Box looks different though. But it's I don't actually recommend buying this from Amazon, but this is the first I could find for it. That isn't exactly what I get, but it's pretty close. And I think I've had that one, and it's pretty good. The one I normally get is tomato and basil. And yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, you just pour it out and you heat it up. You don't need to add anything to it. and it's really good all on its own. Oh dear. Just to give you an idea of how many parts are in this kit, this step calls for J51. Let's see, we need both J's. Average master grade kits have enough runners to cover a queen size bed. Okay, now I want to try that and see if these runners actually do cover a queen size bed. I could actually believe that. Here it is. Okay, J39. There's another thing I used to do. Okay, there's a dinner my mother used to make, and it was like one of my favorite dinners ever. I actually still like it. We need to make it again sometime, actually. But I later found out that it was like a recession era or a depression era recipe. But it's like legitimately really good. Welcome back, Arkenro. Cooking stream when? I wouldn't mind doing a cooking stream, but I need to get some equipment. And I need to get a night where I'm home alone. But anyway, this recipe, you make like a simple white sauce with like flour, butter, and milk. And then you put tuna in it. And then you just like put it on toast. And it's really good. It's like actually legitimately really good. Yeah, it's kind of a hot tuna salad. It's just instead of mayo, it's like a butter and milk white sauce. Had to switch to your phone? Oh no, I'm sorry. But it's something we made a bunch when I was a kid. And I just like legitimately really like it. It wasn't until relatively recently that I learned it was Depression era food. It had some kind of weird name too, I don't remember what it was. Or maybe it was like wartime food, I don't remember. But it was one of those where it's like, making the most of what you have sort of recipes. Sounds way better than mayo to you. It's It's honestly really good. I'll see if I can find like the actual recipe and send it to you. Speaking of struggle recipes, Bell Hollis has done many. The name doesn't ring a bell. And this goes in here. Does a lot of retro recipes, 1920s. Keto donuts. Oh, that sounds really interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. There's a channel called Townsend's that does like 18th century cooking. And some of the recipes I've tried from there have actually been really good. He's so quaint. Yeah, he's like really into what he does. It's fun to watch. Okay, so we only push this in until it's flush. Okay. And then, let's see, this goes here. Okay. She doesn't do too many recipes on her channel, but another fun food channel is How to Cook That with Ann Reedon. She does do some like proper how-to stuff, but she's a food scientist, and a lot of her videos are spent like debunking bad recipes. And testing out like methods and stuff. Literally just got a notification for hot beef from 1976. Yeah, she debunks the food hack videos. Um, yeah, she does that kind of thing. She tries out, like kitchen gadgets. She runs a pretty good channel. She does do like proper how-to stuff too, but her how-to videos can get kind of sciencey, which I honestly appreciate. I mean, she is a food scientist, but it's yeah, she does really good videos. When she debunks those like food hack videos, she'll a lot of the time will be like, okay, if you want to do this, this is how you would want to do it. But a lot of the hacks that she's debunking is basically like, just don't even try. This is dangerous. If you want, if you want this result, here is the safe way to do it. Because like a lot of the videos she talks about are like legitimately dangerous and can hurt people. She's made it a sort of crusade almost to educate people about them. Yeah, some of them actually are life-threatening. Oh man, one of them she talked about was like, the video was like how to make spun candy. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of these videos can be like legitimately life-threatening. One of the videos she talked about, like it was saying like, this is how you make spun candy. And they make like this molten caramel, and then turn on an egg beater at full speed and like drizzle the caramel over it. And it like flings this molten caramel all over the place. And she's basically like, okay, here's here's some like material that is safe in the oven up to like 500 degrees. And she does the trick and it like melts straight through it. And she's like, not only will this burn you, it'll glue itself to your skin and continue to burn you. It's like, don't do this. Need a couple of J34s. So yeah, she spends a lot of time trying to educate people about those kinds of videos. Because they are legitimately very, very dangerous if you try and do what's in the video. Where's 34 hiding? There you are. Oh yeah, molten sugar. You have to be very careful with that stuff. Because, like, it's very hot. And it will just, like, stick to you. G40 as well. Let's see. A lot of the hacks she talks about are like really mundane, and you would basically just make a mess and that's it if you tried to do what they did. Because like there was one where it's like, yeah, just pour sugar in your dryer and you'll get cotton candy. And I mean, it's silly. It won't like you might ruin your machine, but like you're not gonna get hurt. Yeah, you might ruin your dryer. Of the ones that are just like, just hide your phone in bread. Yeah, there's a lot of like really nonsensical ones. That just like, that are almost like, what is this even supposed to accomplish? There was one that was like, you can cook your meat in like a dishwasher. Which sounds gross. But she actually like ran the test and was like, it doesn't get anywhere near hot enough to actually cook the meat. Funny you should mention toasters, because one of the hacks is like, you can cook steak in a toaster. For the record, you cannot cook a steak in a toaster. Oh man, that reminded me of a video, Arkenro. There's another food channel. It's run by a guy named Barry. He's kind of a goof, but he's fun. He lives in the UK. This is important context. He he went and bought like a grilled cheese toaster. Like it's a toaster that you're supposed to put like bread and cheese in and get a grilled cheese sandwich. Only problem is he bought a US appliance and then didn't like convert the power. So he plugged it in, turned it on, and it just burst into flames. It's really loose in that. Oh, here we go. I was misinterpreting it. Okay. This is fine. Oh yeah, he was fine. Like to his credit, like he knew exactly what to do to rectify the problem as far as like, you know, unplugging the toaster. And you know, so like nothing else caught fire, but yeah. Coincidentally, the guy is friends with Big Clive, who immediately got into the comments to make fun of him. How did the toasted cheese turn out? If I remember correctly, it didn't even cook long enough to melt the cheese. It just sort of charred the bread a little bit. But yeah, Barry, like, he's actually like a chef at a restaurant and does food things for a living. He's just a little scatterbrained about anything else. Okay. With that, we are out of time. So we will need to continue these next time. Yeah, I have a lot of fun chatting with you guys while I work on these. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, it's already been 2 hours. time flies. Well, I'm glad you enjoy our streams. Let's see who we can raid. Let's raid Checky. All right. Thank you everybody so much for coming in. Thank you, Nikki, for the raid. Super special thank you to our patrons. Those are Komi, Laurel, Elks, Shades, Norm, Rainy, and Z. Tomorrow we are going to be continuing with RimWorld. So make sure you come by for that. I will see you guys then. Have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.